Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to day 2030 of Diabetes and I, the daily vlog series that I do to show y'all how to combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2, you feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and check out the other videos around here, such as my product reviews, my how-to videos for YouTubers, my TV and movie reviews, my reactions, my video clips, my shorts, my live streams, my daily vlogs that you're watching right now, and last but not least, my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV. Shoutouts to the members of the live chat crew. Most notable members includes Avid the Greek Goddess, Sexatrice 1408, Queen Candace, Michael Marshall, Life's Magical Journey, Life with Tasharia, Life with Tasharia, and last but not least, my sis, the big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Special consideration to my bro, Johnny Quest Gaming, who co-hosts the Nerd Strip Club with me. If you ain't checked out our channel yet, what you waiting on, what you waiting on, what you waiting on? Go do that there, go do that there, go do that there, alright? Also, shout outs to the members of the 1408, which includes Life's Magical Journey, Detroit Soloist, Positive Crash Outs, Queen's Alchemy, Pretty Heart the Conqueror, Sexatrice 1408, Kendi K All Day, Lala the High Vibe Coach, Elevate Me to You, and last but not least, the Lord's in the house. The Lord's in the house. The Lord 01, y'all. If you yourself would like to be a member of the 1408, all you gotta do is check out the tiers, see which level works for you, and make it do what it do from there. Make it do what it do from there. You dig? That part, that part, that part. Meantime, between time you like to support Slim Jim Longfoot in other ways, check out the links in the description below, which includes the books I've written, the books I've drawn, the merchandise that I have, and last but not least, my sister's Cash App on behalf of my awesome niece Paris, who was shot on the 2nd of February back in 2022. Hashtag Paris Strong, hashtag Prayers for Paris, whether that's FOR or the number 4, Paris with 2 R's, y'all. With that being said, guess what, y'all? Guess what? I forgot to include a couple of things yesterday about 2029, day 2029. First and foremost, in 2029, that would be the 50th anniversary of Aaliyah's birth. Aaliyah would have been 50 years old in the year 2029. And it is also going to be 40 years since my niece's birth. She will be 40 in 2029. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. Today is the 23rd of September, 2025. In 8 more days, T-minus 8 more days, my niece's birthday is coming up. She will be 36 years old coming up next Wednesday, the 1st of October. That part, man. That part. And so, now that we are here on day 2030, y'all, 2030, the year 2030 is 5 years away, y'all. That is 5 years away. Not less than, but yeah, less than 5 years away, because at the beginning of this year, that was when you could say exactly that 2030 is 5 years away, but technically 2030 is 4 years, 3 months, and 9 days away. 4 years, 3 months, and 9 days away. That's when 2030 begins. So, yeah. That part. So, we got less than 5 years until the year 2030, y'all. A new decade. Feel like we just got into the 2020s on it. Like, the year 2020 definitely threw everybody off. Had everybody on standstill for a good year and a half, some 2 years. Crazy, right? That's just how crazy this decade started off. And now here we are, we're at the midway point. We're at the midway point. We're in the mid 2020s now. We're no longer in the early 2020s. We're in the mid 2020s. That started last year. You have 4 years in the early part. You got 2 years in the middle part. And you got 4 years at the latter part. Next year is going to be the beginning of the late 2020s. And so, as we are here now on day 2030, the year 2030 is less than 5 years away. I know some people, or a lot of people, still have that 5-year plan goal and whatnot. Like, what are you going to do in 5 years? I honestly can't tell you what I'm going to be doing in 5 years, because, first I got to make it through this year and the next year and the next year and the next year to get to that year. You can plan what you're going to do in 5 years. You can have a plan. But, plans don't always follow through. But what you can do, of course, is continue to do what, y'all? You can continue to manifest greatness, maintain greatness, and motivate others to be great on that spiritual level, on that emotional level, on that mental level, on that physical level, on that financial level. That part. It's like when I started doing my daily vlog series. In the year 2020, March the 4th, 2020 was day one of this daily vlog series. You could not have told me what I would be doing by day 2030. I could not foresee what I would be doing by day 2030. Today is 5 years, 6 months, and 19 days since I started doing this daily vlog series. You couldn't have told me, what I would be doing by day 2030, let alone by the year 2030 back in 2020, when there it was, I almost freaking died that year. You know what I'm saying? That was before my niece got shot. That was before my dad had his life-saving surgery. You know what I'm saying? That was before, a lot of things, that occurred just in this decade alone. And so it's like, especially the people who you've met and encountered in that time. Like, there are people who you cherish and love and have so much respect for that you didn't even know 5 years ago. You go back to 5 years and be like, dang, this wasn't even going on 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it's a funny thing though, like these books in particular. I'm looking at these books right now. 5 years ago at this time, only one of these books existed, Jelly Bean Dream Anthology. And since then, 2023, this one came out. 2024, this one came out. In 2025, this one came out. You know what I'm saying? In that time, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about it is, all of these books were already in the making 5 years ago. The art for this book had already been done 5 years ago. The art for this book had already been done 5 years ago. But 5 years ago, the art for this book hadn't been done, but the story was already completed. And so in those 5 years, now we have all 4 of these books, plus another one that came out in that time, the Force issue number 2. So you got 5 books, or 4 books have been completed in those 5 years, which is a low number, but when you're an independent creator, that's a high number, especially when you're working with, a small team, sometimes only one person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's all about putting forth that effort, putting forth that drive into doing what you want to do. And so that is why when it comes to, what's your 5-year plan, blah, 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 you can have a 5-year plan. You can have one to map out what you're going to be doing in the next 5 years, but you don't know. Because you don't know what you will encounter, what will happen that will change the course Like, had that not happened to me 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, February 27th, 2020, I wouldn't be doing no daily vlogs, man. I would not be doing no daily vlogs. Y'all would not have been seeing me for the past 2,030 days had that not happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And that happened to me for the impact, that had to be the catalyst for so many interactions, so many friendships being made, so much love being poured out into the world through manifesting greatness, maintaining greatness, and then motivating others to be great. You know, that has been my goal. You know, that has been my mantra, you know what I'm saying, you know, for a long time. But, you know, it evolved throughout this process, throughout these past 2,030 days. That it has been my process, you know what I'm saying, that has evolved. And I am ecstatic and I am grateful for it all. Grateful for it all. So grateful for it all. You know what I'm saying? I can't thank God enough for what He has done, how He has transformed my life. And no, I ain't no billionaire yet. Well, like I told y'all several times before, I'm trans-financial, baby. I identify as a billionaire. I identify as a billionaire, and I'm on that level. Even if I ain't got a penny in my pocket, baby, I'm still richer than the richest man or woman in the world. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos may got a lot of money, but shoot. Man. What I have is infinite. What I have is immortal. What I have is timeless. And I'm going to continue to make it do what it do and does what it does. You dig? Because that's what we on. All day, every day. All day, every day. All day, zero hate, baby. That's the 1408. About to check my blood sugar right now. I check my blood sugar at least once a day. 3 times a day at the most. Before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. That's how we get down with the get down. What the crap? They're stuck on the back of the thing. That one been used. So, man, I just want y'all to be on y'all P's and Q's, man. Be on y'all P's and Q's and recognize the greatness within. And just be on it. That part. It's 11:39 in the morning right now. I already did the 11:11 prayer. Did that before. You know what I'm saying? We started this thing. Before we started this daily vlog. With that being said, that's the conclusion of my thoughts. 2030 is, of course, going to be a golden year for your boy. 2030 is going to be a golden year for your boy. That will be the 50th anniversary of the greatest decade ever, the 1980s, baby. That part, beginning the 1980s. So now we are in the 2030s, y'all. Clint Eastwood, he'll be 100 years old in 2030. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, you know. Shout outs to all the babies of the 1930s. You know what I'm saying? They will be heading into their century, decade come that year. Crazy, right? Crazy. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the Goat Nation, Goat Nation, Goat Nation. Shoutouts, Goat Nation. Shoutouts, Goat Nation. Shoutouts, Goat Nation. Shoutouts. Hey, it's time for the shoutouts, baby. It's time for the shoutouts, baby. Yeah, man, we still thawing out. We're still thawing out. And most definitely. We're still thawing out. Shout out to Gifford Roberts, man. Bro, now. Let's see. Let's see. Lives yesterday, y'all. Lives. Yesterday was day 265. Yesterday was day 265 of live in 2025. Let's see what was happening. Let's see. In the comments, y'all, in the comments. We're going to scroll to the newest. We got Pretty Heart the Conqueror said, I enjoy watching the replay. I will holler at you guys later. Love and blessings. Hey, you dig that part, that part. Shout out to Pretty Heart the Conqueror, y'all, who currently has 479 subscribers with 160 videos on her channel. You feel me? And she is slated to be next on my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV. She is going to be on episode 223. Of GOAT 1408 TV. That part, that part, that part. Pretty Hard to Conqueror's channel has been around since November 11th, 2014. Currently with 64,611 views on the channel. That part, that part. She also said, I appreciate the GOAT Nation hashtag 1408, which y'all love and support since I've been on YouTube. I truly appreciate it. 5313, hey, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Pretty Hard to Conquer also hit said 7 at 5206, hey, and she said that's big facts at 5331. She also said, hey, my Lala at 5105. Pretty Hard Conqueror. Pretty Hard to Conqueror said put some peroxide in your mouth. It might help with the toothache. 3131. Yeah, that's why I have been doing. I've been switching with some peroxide and some salt water, warm salt water. Most definitely. Pretty Hard to Conquer said, hey, Dolores. She also said, hey, Shy at 1928. She also said, my Gaga was doing her thing today. Wasn't she? She was doing that thing. For real, for real. Pretty Hard to Conquer also said, I hope you feel better, Slimmy. Toothaches are the worst, ain't they? At 409. And then Pretty Hard to Conquer said, what's GOAT Nation? Hashtag 1408 at 045. You know, she was saying, what's up, GOAT Nation? You feel me? Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the comments. Pretty, most definitely. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the comments. Let's see, in the live chat, y'all, in the live chat, we got Positive Crash Outs was in the live chat. Who else was in the building? KJ Stickman sliding through for the first time. Shout out to KJ Stickman. Who else was in the building? Dolores was in the house. Lala, the High Five Coach Transmutation was in the building. Lala, the High Five Coach. Estrella Garcia was in the building as well. I got a High Five Coach Nutrition was in the building. And I could have sworn Shy had came by that thing. I didn't see Shy in the thing. Maybe I'm tripping. Or hold for a minute, because Pretty Hard to Conquer had mentioned her in the comments. So let me see. I hate when it don't show everybody in the thing. But I know she did a shy by. I think she did a shy by yesterday. I think she did. So let me see. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, she did do a shy by, so it probably didn't show. But yeah, but shout outs to Shy Sarai, who was in the building as well. The top fans for that was Lala the High Vibe Coach Transmutation at number 1, Dolores at number 2, Positive Crash Outs at 3, KJ Stickman at 4, Lala the High Vibe Coach Nutrition at 5, Estrella Garcia at 6, and Shy Sarai on Rye at 7. Siete, hey, that part. And now let's see who was here for no shorts, no new shorts yet, y'all. No new shorts yet. Yesterday, day 2029. Let's see who was in the building. We had Life with Tasheri in the comments said, yes, happy birthday to Life. You feel me? That part. Life with Tasheri, y'all, currently has 4.47K subscribers with 3.1K videos. Her channel has been around since August 31st, 2011 with 829,055 views on her channel. That part. Shout outs to all of y'all who have been here, of course, today. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're here in the premiere or you here in the replay, way back in the playback, Maybach, you dig that part. Now in the live chat for 2029, we had Lala the High Vibe Coach Nutrition was in the building. So was Estrella Garcia. Life with Tasheri was in the building, and LaTanya Porter was in the house. Big Sis was in the building. And with that being said, that is it, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for sliding through, sharing some of your most precious, blessed time with your boy. Now, as we continue to go on into this new day and getting ready to get into this new month, and now we are into these new decade of daily vlogs, the 2030s. We are going to continue to do what, y'all? We are going to continue to manifest greatness, maintain greatness, and motivate others to be great. Can you do that for your boy? Can you do that for your boy? I know you can. We up out of here, y'all. Stay blessed up, and I'll see y'all on the next go round. You dig that part. Video, playlist. Watch them all, alright? One love.